outdoors best. Jonathan Berner is going to demonstrate how to use a bulky plier flyer on the Schacht Matchless.
So, available with the Schacht is, and this is actually available with all of their wheels, is the bulky plier flyer. It holds about twice as much as the regular bobbin. It's fantastic for plying, if you happen to fill up 2 bobbins completely full with about 4 ounces of fiber, you can actually ply them straight onto this and not have a broken skein. In addition, this flyer is awesome for art yarns, big, fun, chunky stuff. There's a 7/8 inch orifice on this, so it can handle really big yarn, and it's fantastic for doing some stuff that's not quite as fine as you might use with the regular flyer. So I'm going to show you how to switch it over. The bulky plier flyer comes with the flyer, a bulky bobbin, and an extra front maiden. The front maiden is necessary because this sits up quite a bit higher on the machine. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and take my original flyer, bobbin, and front maiden off. So we'll loosen this so the drive bands aren't tight. We'll pop the front maiden off, set these on the back, and we'll just go ahead and set this aside. I'm going to steal the whirl. Alright, now the first step is just going to be to oil this. So I'm just going to put a little bit of oil on the shaft where the bobbin rubs on it, so at both ends there. And we'll slide our bobbin on. I'm going to set it up with Scotch tension, so I'm putting the larger end of the bobbin toward the back, and then I'll take my whirl, put it on, and then I will oil this tip right here. Okay. Now I'm going to set this aside for the moment. We'll change out our front maiden. Schacht has put a clip on here, a quick release clip. So the first thing we'll do is unscrew that, and we'll pull this out, being careful not to lose any of our washers. Slide this front maiden out. We'll take the bulky flyer maiden, put it in, and again I want to remind you, just be careful that the washers are still on the shafts in the correct position. Slide that in, put our washer on, and then the nut. Now what I like to do with this is go ahead and put the quick release in the closed position and then tighten this up until it's just about snug. And then I'll open it up and just tighten it up just a hair more to make sure that everything stays nice and tight. So once that's done, we're ready to put the bulky plier flyer on. And again, I'm setting this up for Scotch tension. So I'll go ahead and take the Scotch tension band. We'll need to loosen that considerably. So the next step in this process is to put the flyer and the bobbin into the actual wheel. Since I'm setting it up for Scotch tension, I'm putting the Scotch tension band over the large end of the bobbin, and we'll take this point, slide it into the back, and next I'm going to put just a little bit of oil up here on the front. Now we will close up the front maiden. Make sure everything's nice and snug. We'll close our quick release latch, and then we'll get our drive band over our whirl and then tighten it up. Make sure the drive band's good and tight. And then we are ready to spin. I've already tied on a leader thread onto my bobbin. And to set this up, we're just going to slide the leader thread in this way. Because the orifice is so big, you don't really need to use the threading hook. You can just feed it through with your fingers. And then we're ready to spin. So, like I said, This bobbin is great for doing big, chunky art yarns. It's also fantastic for plying so that you don't have to break your skein if you're doing large amounts at once. So you can see if I'm doing a slub yarn, I can go just from very thin and then put a big old slub in there and then go to fine. And that big slub is just going to slide through that orifice without any problems at all. So that is the Schacht Bulky Plyer Flyer. Dazzler's Best does offer it for free with these wheels as an incentive. And if you are interested in Schacht Matchless, I would strongly encourage it.
Thank you, Jonathan, and be sure and visit dazzlersbest.com to see the wheels. In our next set of videos, Jonathan will demonstrate the Magicraft Rose spinning wheel.